The Jurassic Park line might be the worst action figure movie line ever. Let me say that again, the worst movie line, not the worst action figure line. As an action figure line itself, it's not all that bad. But as a movie action figure line, it was pretty bad. Let's take a look. In 1983, Kenner released the Jurassic Park action figure line, hitting stores weeks before the Spielberg film that would be the monster hit, or I guess in this case, the dinosaur hit of 1993. On the shelves for Series 1 was a lot of very cool and great detailed dinosaurs that looked amazing. Also on the shelf was action figures based on the humans from the film that looked nothing at all like the actors that played them. But first, let's look at the dinosaurs. They look great, and they look like real dinosaurs. Even if some of them never appeared in the film, we at least could say, well, they were probably on the island. I guess getting a likeness rights for a T-Rex is a lot cheaper than getting likeness rights for the actors. Now let me say it again, the dinosaurs for this line look amazing. But let's talk about the figures. They're horrible. The most famous action figure to not look like the actor is Dennis Nerdy, played in the film by Wayne Knight, who most of you probably remember as Officer Don on Third Rock from the Sun. The figure looks nothing like the actor, nothing at all, other than maybe they both have 2 legs and 2 arms. But it wasn't just this figure that didn't look like the actor. Grant, Ellie, Tim, in fact none of the figures looked like the actor in the film. Now I've heard that Kenner was working on the toy line when some of the actors had not signed on yet. So at the time of designing the figures, it was hard to get a look of an action figure based on the actor from the film. So we'll let that pass for Series 1. One issue I have with the figures from Series 1 is key characters left out. We didn't get Lex, the young girl in the film, but we did get her brother. We didn't get John Hammond, the heart and soul of Jurassic Park, the one the whole film is based around. Without Hammond, there would be no Jurassic Park. And the worst to leave off was Ian Malcolm, played by the always wonderful Jeff Goldblum. But Junkman, they had to save some of the key characters for Series 2. I give you that at least one of the main characters needed to appear in Series 2 to give that series a boost. But it would have made more sense to push Ellie to the Series 2 line and replace her with a more popular character like Malcolm. Now, I have a hard time saying the word Malcolm. It always sounds funny to me when I say it, so I'm going to refer to Jeff Goldblum's character as Ian from here on out. If that upsets you, let me know in the comments below. Now anyway, having Malcolm not in the line was like doing a Star Wars Kenner line with no Han Solo in Series 1. So it would seem for at least Series 2 they would fix some of these issues with Series 1. They would fix the likeness of the figures, they would have the figures look more like the actors from the film, and we would get those key figures missing from Series 1. Wrong. Series 2 hit with more dinosaurs. And by saying more dinosaurs, I mean more that we never even saw in the film. As for the figures, we got most of the Series 1 figures re-released in new outfits. Yippee! Although they did redo some of the faces on these figures, they still don't look much like the actors. And did we really need 2 Tim figures and 2 more Alan Grant figures to go next with the 1 Alan Grant we already had? We did finally get Malcolm, or Ian, and believe it or not, it looked like Jeff Goldblum. I mean, this is a dead ringer for the actor, and one of the best Jeff Goldblum figures you'll ever find. But we still didn't have the sassy 12-year-old computer hacker, Lex. And believe it or not, there was no John Hammond in Series 2. Again, this is a key character to Jurassic Park, but we did get action figures based on people that were not even in the movie. We got Jaws Jackson, Skinner, Harpoon Harrison. Whew. Series 2 felt more like we were getting toys based on a Jurassic Park cartoon that no one ever saw. We even got vehicles that are based on nothing seen in the film. At this point, the line was made up mostly of things not in the movie than were in the movie. Oh yeah, we also got a second release of the Dennis Nerdy figure, because kids just wanted 2 of them, I guess. And again, it looked nothing like Wayne Knight. The next line of Jurassic Park figures would be toys based on the sequel, Jurassic Park: The Lost World. This time there were no excuses. Hasbro, who owned Kenner, knew the film would be a huge hit, and even knew at least some of the actors who would be in the film when they went into production. So what did we get? We got, of course, more dinosaurs. By this point, we had about 3 times more dinosaurs than we even saw in the movie. The figures, however, still look nothing like the actors. other than Jeff Goldblum, for some odd reason. Figures based on Julia Moore, Peter fuck it, I can't say it, whoever this dude is, Vince Vaughn, and others look nothing like the actors. And guess what? There was no John Hammond figure! But they did have time to make 2 of almost every figure. We got Roland with hair or without hair. We got Nick with hat or without hat. We got Ian with short hair, Ian with long hair. They could not find the time to give us 1 John Hammond figure, but 2 versions of almost every one of the figures. Hell, they could have thrown a John Hammond figure into one of the playsets or something. It was like they were going out of their way not to give us a John Hammond figure. This would be like Kenner releasing figures from Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back and still never giving us an Obi-Wan Kenobi figure. Also being released with Jurassic Park Lost World were stupid dumb accessories. You could get Ian in a hang glider, Nick with high hide, whatever that is, Carter with a Dino Sneer dirt bike. After the release of Lost World, Hasbro said fuck it and decided to even fuck up the dinosaur figures. What was until 1997 the best part of the Jurassic Park line. Now they had Jurassic Park Chaos Effect. That's all mostly the old dinosaurs re-released, this time with bright neon colors. What the fuck? Well, we did get a Roland figure in some Iron Man looking outfit, and we got Ian back, now looking nothing at all like Jeff Goldblum in a yellow outfit that came along with a huge robot arm thing. We got a playset that looked like it was sold at Family Dollar, and more of the same old vehicles. Oh, and we did not get a John Hammond figure! By 1999, Hasbro again said fuck it. This time they just canceled all the humans altogether and did a full dinosaur line. But at least they were normal colors, I guess. And wait, before you tell me, they did release some figures in this line. They are more accessories with the dinosaurs. They're not even given names or based on anyone. Now, to be honest, it would have been nice to have some Jurassic Park employees maybe come with the Jurassic Park playset back in Series 1. But this was 1999, and guess what? There was still no John Hammond figure! And then in 2001, a dark day in Jurassic Park history, as we were given Jurassic Park 3. But we did have hope that we would get a great Hasbro line, and not just dinosaurs. Alan Grant was now back, and looked more even less like the actor than the figure released back in 1993. We got figures based on Tila Oni, or however you say her name. We got the great William H. Macy, and somehow they got the head kinda right, but he was very buff as a 1995 Luke Skywalker. Oh, and guess what? In this line, there was no John Hammond figure. The line would take a break for a few years, but then return with Jurassic Park 2K9, and then in 2004 an all dinosaur line. In 2015, Hasbro would get the rights to Jurassic Park spin-off series Jurassic World. And I'm guessing this Jurassic World line was just all dinosaurs, because I looked them up and I could find no humans, except again some without names that came with dinosaurs. I mean, this is the basic series line to Jurassic World Series 1, and there was no human figures. By the release of Jurassic World 2, Mattel would get the rights, and release figures that looked like the actors. But like Hasbro, they would go really crazy releasing dinosaur lines like these two here. However, in 2021, Mattel did give us the Amber Collection, where they went back and gave us taller figures of Ian and Samuel L. Jackson's Raymond. And these look very much like the actors. Oh, and they gave us Chris Pine too. Or is that Chris Pratt? I don't know, some Chris. The dinosaurs were really well done. Mattel would also give us Jurassic Park Legacy line. And this series would give us figures that looked like they were from Series 1, but they looked like the actors. We even got a Dennis figure that looked like Wayne Knight. And you know what else we got? We got the John Hammond figure! Finally! It only took about 30 years. But we finally got an action figure of John Hammond, the backbone to Jurassic Park. Now this was a fun toy line. And it was a nice looking toy line with a lot of play value. It had great dinosaurs, fun playsets, fun vehicles. But overall, as an action figure line based on a movie, the Jurassic Park line sucks. Well, I want to thank you for watching. As always, please thumb up so you like my content, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk again soon.
Junkman.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.